Alright, so hi everyone, and it's me, Matt Rad. Welcome to my channel. Extremely welcome to you new people. And today, once again, we have Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened, and it's maybe part 7, if I'm correct, or part 6. I don't remember actually. So today we have a lot of investigation in this Underways, institute, and we're now in basement in that hell's door. We opened that with the key that Watson got for us. And if you're not familiar with any of this information, please check out all previous videos. And because it's part 5, so you need to start from part 1. So yeah, don't forget to check those as well. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start our day. So let's check what this behind door. Okay, we have some more information, more clues. Some blood, that broken tooth, light colored.
The tooth of an adult male, likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Okay. Buck. Yeah, we have some here as well. Steel chain worn.
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Okay. What is this thing?
A wax cylinder.
Okay.
There's something recorded on it. The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Alright. Do we have any more clues? Something like this one. Alright. I think we can go now. We don't have anything more. Back cylinder. Secrets. Alright. Let's check. So these are special pensions, I guess. Okay, so this is weird. Here we have some sort of letter. Telegram from New Orleans. Bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive within 2 weeks. Do not fail us. A. Okay. More letter. A handwritten letter. Professor, trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present, and that our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trace will begin, and we will be an inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flocks do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It would be the best to work in groups, performing at least one scenes per day for a week. Of course, the most skeptical members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain the trance state through the emitted light waves of colored lenses. Finally, my man in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipment of chosen. Make room for them as we have done before. Okay, and of course we have the key, but the key is not important here. What else is important? Of course the key. Shiny key. Alright, more evidence. Notebook of Professor Gigax. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10, and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the phonetics system can be declared as a double success regardless of their native language or place of origin. Individuals learn to speak the Chan without flaw. They'll learn it quickly and fluently despite lacking of mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the chosen continues to resist. Isolation and deprivation resulted in a strengthening of their disobedience. negotiation only ignited anger, and even after a direct removal of the frontal and temporal lobes, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. This chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of others. The conclusion is inaccessible. They cannot continue to live. I will see till they are sent to the well.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
All right. All right. We have some birds here.
Very professional brain dissection.
Oh, they're doing that with birds. It's a sick, man. I can tell you that.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Alright, so this is sick.
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
Alright. So we got 2 more evidence. Right there. Alright. So we have the door back here. Okay.
Your mind festers, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one that trembled.
Lord.
Left your body. Splinter your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it!
Damn.
Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal.
This is crazy.
Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken!
World behold!
Alright, so this is crazy.
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
Alright, so there's nothing here, I think. Yeah, it was just crazy old guy. Alright. Nothing here as well. What the hell?
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious.
Alright.
Watson?
Holmes,
What are you still doing here?
still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Oh,
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another
oopsie,
wrinkle in
Gygax
our
is
investigation.
dead.
What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Okay, so we have a doll.
Heidi, how did it end up here?
Alright, so of course we have murder weapon.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death. The patients here wear the same robes. No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
Alright, so now we have where does the evidence lead next? Okay. Patient Wolf, patient guards, investigating. Okay, we have a lot of here. Maybe. Patient reports. We got one lead, a handwritten letter. Garrett's testimony. Could it be? Yeah, letter from New Orleans Bank. Okay, this is not a letter from Mr. Schneider. A telegram from New Orleans, I think. We got an answer, guys. New Orleans in the USA. Lead in New Orleans. Several pieces of evidence now point to New Orleans. It appears that the kidnappers have enlisted the services of a banking house of E.W. Gray to sell gems. Okay. So we'll check this one. Lead New Orleans. Let's spin this one and let's talk with them.
Got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste.
Okay. So now, guys, we're going to New Orleans by train.
There's nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
Holmes? You seem troubled.
I'm not troubled, Watson. I am preoccupied.
That place was awful. Inhumane. It would be natural to experience some feelings of shock or fear.
Men reduced to gibbering imbeciles, numb beyond recognition, powerless to help themselves. When a doctor does go wrong, they are the first of criminals. They have the nerve and they have the knowledge.
That woman did not deserve the title. Such casual cruelty for such selfish aims.
I knew another man like that once. He treated my mother, perhaps even killed her, depending on who you ask.
My sincere condolences.
In the end, she was just a shadow of herself. The outline of the person I recognized, but lacking all else. She was pushed until she cracked. Should you see me cracking, John, I must ask you to intervene.
Nothing compels us to pursue this matter further, Sherlock. We can return to London, report what we have discovered. Let more capable hands take over.
Alas, there are no such hands. Were we to abandon our quest now, I fear no other would succeed in our stead.
We know nothing of what awaits, what dangers lurk in the darkness.
Nonsense. We draw nearer to New Orleans with every passing minute, and thus closer to the answers we seek. Those answers, for all their perversity and improbability, will, nevertheless, be the work of men. And that is a work I have studied well.
So be it.
I know you to be a diligent author, but if I may make one request. Kindly omit my mother and her suffering from your tale.
Of course.
Thank you, John.
All right. Very deep thoughts from Sherlock Holmes about his life. So yeah, and we're going to New Orleans. I think it's gonna be chapter 4. Yes. The Outsiders. Okay. New Orleans.
Ah, Holmes. After our trip to nippy Switzerland, I can certainly use some of this New World heat.
Do not get carried away, Watson. What we could certainly use are answers to my questions.
I know, but you look exhausted. Why didn't we find the hotel first?
We shall rest when our investigation is over, and not a moment sooner. I shall ask you to handle our bags while I search for the bank.
As you wish. Oi! Stop it, you! Our luggage! Good Lord, what have you done? That's my stuff.
I'm sorry, mister. It was an accident. It's fine, it's fine. I'll just put everything back. Where are the socks?
Ah, not an auspicious start, is it? Never mind. I'll handle it. You go on ahead.
All right. Okay, so we have a new lead. Who is the jeweler seller A? So far we don't have any leads. Only one. So let's spin this one in evidence. I'm stuck with the people.
May I ask for your assistance?
Ah, I know this. Yeah, let me help you.
Banking house of E.W. Gray. The bank can be found on the street up from the port of the left side of a harbor master building, opposite Chinatown. Alright.
Can I ask you a question?
Can't say I've ever heard about that.
Could you help me?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond my knowledge.
Alright. So we have a new map as well, as you can see, guys. Alright. I'm just, making some conversations with people.
Sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Maybe we could get some more leads,
Do you know anything about this?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
May I ask you something?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'd tell you if I knew, but unfortunately, I don't.
Alright. So we have banks somewhere close here. I think we're gonna find it. Harbor Master's office. Look for missing. Missing Santal 34 last seen in Chinatown, New Orleans Sheriff's Department. We have a lot of missing people. New Orleans
Our
Post.
ship leaves tomorrow morning. No room for sightseeing then.
Even more missing people.
Missing here too.
And find Gemstone auction stall.
Auctioned at the banking house of E.W. Gray.
Okay. Got more leads. Alright. To a newspaper. It's rotated. New Orleans. The bank holds an auction. The banking house of E.W. Gray will be hosting a closed auction of black opals. The bank doesn't disclose the origin of the rare stones. However, the bank clerk, Mr. Zone Clements, has confirmed that authenticity of each stone. Right? So now we have a little bit more leads. We can track them down. Okay, we cannot. Never mind. Oh, we have nice cat right here. Okay, so once again we have a huge map.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm sorry. You should search for answers somewhere else.
Okay, thank you for your time. Where's the barber shop? Okay, so don't need here. That station, a pawn shop. Maybe this guy knows
Got a
something.
spot in mind?
Actually, I'm not sure yet.
Oh, I think we're gonna move somewhere with this taxi. Okay, so we have Chinatown right here. Missing person. Let's spin this poster. Okay, we cannot. We can only pin this one.
May I ask you something?
No, first I've heard of it.
Chinatown. Okay. So let's ask around some people if we can help us.
You should search for answers somewhere else.
How kind.
Excuse me, just one question.
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Do you know anything about this?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Help me, please.
No, first I've heard of it.
Alright. So no help from these guys. We have a hotel here, which we cannot enter. Pawn shop right here as well. Okay, we cannot go here. Alright. So now, we found Chinatown. But of course, there's no so much information. Giddy Gator Bar. Let's try to check this. Roller coaster. There's of course nothing here. Alright, so probably we can entrance the bar. I'm not sure if we can enter it. Maybe from this side. Maybe these guys knew something.
Sorry, mister, can't help you.
Alright.
Someone else.
What about you?
Is this familiar to you?
No, first I've heard of it.
Okay, okay. Sorry to interrupt your talks. So there's a bunch of these guys in the bar, but we cannot reach them. And we cannot speak with them. So this is not that great. Alright. So let's check what we have here.
Is this familiar to you?
Maybe this, sir?
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
Of course, you cannot be a help. I know that. Alright, so we just have people laying around fisherman quarters as well. What is this one? A crocodile. Oh yeah. I don't know, I'm just now exploring, right, so... So far we don't have any leads that could help us. So we're just trying to figure that out. Alright, so opposite of Chinatown should be the bank, as I remember correctly. So I think we need to go that way. Somewhere, maybe this yellow building, orange. Banking house, W, Eagle Gray, yeah.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
Let's observe. Squints. Myopia. Right. Something here. Hidden tabled newspaper. About Lincoln Life. Something in the pocket. Sandwich. Right. Paranoid fool. Critical thinker. The guard at the bank is a real character. Storing a sandwich in his pocket while reading Abe Lincoln Alive makes the guard a paranoid fool with bad taste. Besides, the man has myopia. Guard the bank's character storing a sandwich in his to save time while reading Abe Lincoln Alive makes him a critical thinker who questions everything, even if true. The app is a result of constant reading to a determinant of one's health. I think critical thinker. Let's do this one. Alright. I'm Frogwares. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm Frogwares.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Can I present another piece of identification?
Nope. That's why we send the invitation.
Goddamn.
Move along, mister. Ain't nothing here for you.
Closed auction, gems sold. By invitation only.
Holmes, over here. Any luck?
None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And do you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Alright, do we have any leads? Sorry. You cannot put Frank Barnaby. Okay. Not so much of leads. Well, let's spend this evidence.
America, Holmes. I never thought I should be so lucky as to visit.
Where could we possibly actually find him?
May I ask for your assistance?
I thought no one would ever ask.
Locals say that he owns a shop in Chinatown called Barnaby's Hidden Gems. Alright, so here we have Chinatown.
Marvelous, Holmes. A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful.
Maybe on this
As though
side.
we've been transported to the Orient itself.
Hidden Gems, right here.
Locked. No one's here.
Okay, let's view the wind from the window.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you.
Do you know anything about this?
Don't be angry with me, sir. But I don't know.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Okay, two gentlemen say that Barnaby owes the money. He's a known alcoholic and is currently getting drunk at a local bar called the Giddy Gator in the Krill Quarter. He can be recognized by a yellow hat and green jacket. Alright. Yellow hat and green jacket. Here we go. We're gonna find this bastard. Yellow jacket. Oopsie, not here. Actually, I forgot where is that bar. Oh, right there. Yellow hat, green jacket. I'm coming after you, man.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
Okay. Oh, right here.
Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open.
Mr. Barnum, the banking house of E.W. Gray invites you to participate in a closed auction. We are pleased to present a selection of rare and extraordinary black opals for sale. Please contact our employee to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober. One more civil incident and we will exclude you from our list of buyers. Alright.
Look, Watson. The two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic. Eureka! What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Alright. And let's grab a jacket as well.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this
You look
farce?
great, Watson. It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Alright, so now we're going back to the bank. And we'll look fabulous, as you can see. Alright,
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar?
Oh, so he owns a lot of money to people. We can see that.
Where's the money, Barnaby?
Okay.
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Alright, Sherlock Holmes. Just wait there. Hiding.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Alright, got the passage. Now we're getting in.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Alright. Can we speed with these guys?
Just one question.
You better ask someone else about that.
Banking house. Let's spend this evidence.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
You better ask someone else about that.
All right. I'm not gonna ask you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
Of course you are.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
All right. I think we're gonna need to find our way. Right?
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
The banking house of E.W. Gray. Thanks, it's fine. Philanthropist. All right, a lot of names. So check if we can do more of these. We cannot put items in this one, so that's gonna be. Oh, actually, let's ask this lady.
Good morning, sir, and
Of
welcome
course.
to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind.
About the previous owner, what's special about these stones?
These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
And what about the previous owner?
My curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
Could the gems be stolen?
Doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Right, let's observe this guy. Large bullhead, oversized. Badge. Sheriff grab, position of power. Golden Revel champion, proud or poser. Luxury textile, cares of appearance. And what else? What else? Fingers. Polish nails, fashionable or hates getting dirty. Toothless dog, fashionable menace. Sheriff Grub is Villan, New Orleans. He is fairly eccentric, looking after his nails, appearance, and image. However, it's just a cover for his true nature of remorseless and highly powerful individual in the local community who uses his image to distract and disguise his true nature. Comes up with rigorous tournaments, fashionable looks, and treatment behavior. Let's do fashionable menace, maybe. I'll try this one. All right.
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, because Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
Alright, so he knows that we are a bit fucked up. Right, let's check the evidence. Can we put anything more? Alright, meeting the sheriff. 1 lead. That's great. There's no more leads. Of course. Meeting the sheriff, who's pinned the evidence. Can we talk with these guys?
Mr. Barnaby, were you wanting to submit a bid?
Of course.
Help me, please.
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
Alright, and what about this gentleman?
You better ask someone else about that.
Change their suit. Avoid Barnaby legacy. Oh, okay. So we need to go back to boat and change the appearance.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Ugh. All that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed. Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John. I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
Alright, so...
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the Nymph.
Alright, so we're coming to this lady, the Nymph of Louisiana.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Alright, we got room 2. Rooms available. Oh, here. Oh, we need to go up. Room 6, yeah.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Alright, we got American Jacket, Lucy's help, there's evidence as well.
Ah, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're
You know, I
critiquing
think the
wardrobes,
look
Holmes, maybe you
actually
can explain why you
compliments you.
used to roll just
Why
one
bother
skinny
changing
bar.
it?
Did you get bored halfway through?
Alright. So now we're doing something. Oh, okay. So we're going as Sherlock Holmes. Let's check, maybe we have some more evidence. Lucy's help. 2 more leads. Okay. Still need to find more leads. Let's spin this by Lucy's help. Say to look for her on the boat Nymph. Right. They said that Champagne knows everything about New Orleans. Champagne lives and works in the fisherman quarter behind the Creole Quarter. Alright, so we need to go all the way back there. Alright, but I think, guys, what we're gonna do right now. Sorry, my camera was off and now you can see me once again. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna end up right here. Because we're already recording about 40 minutes, so I don't want to make the videos too long, too boring, maybe, let's say that. So yeah, let's finish right here. So drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and of course subscribe to my channel, as I'm trying to reach my milestones, my goals, and I really need subscribers. So yeah, and if you enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel, and of course hit that notification bell to not miss any new upcoming videos. So yeah guys, once again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. See ya.